Singapore 남자입니다. 안녕하세요 여러분들. 좋은 아침이에요. Good morning everyone. Welcome. This very early morning once again. 되게 힘든 이른 아침. Very tiring to get up at this time for me. Man, I am still so not used to waking up this early. And it's a very nice weather today. 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, this morning, 20 degrees Celsius, and I'm here at Paris Baguette. Once again, my neighborhood Paris Baguette at the neighborhood Korean supermarket. Oh, baby! Having a coffee this morning, and yeah, glad you guys can join me. Ooh, get some coffee in my system. 너무 일찍 일어나니까 힘들어. I'm still, you know, you guys ask me right now, today marks 1 month of my moving back to New York. 1 month. 1 month ago today, I came to New York, right? Or rather, can't say 1 month, 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, right? Not exactly 1 month, but 4 weeks ago. So 4 weeks ago today, I came to New York. And if there's one thing that I'm still like my biggest obstacle, like the one thing that I'm still not used to being in New York is just this: waking up early in the morning, and then like sleeping early and waking up early. Man, like right now, I try to sleep like from 10 p.m. and then wake up at 6 a.m. or wake up at 5:30 a.m. depending on whether or not I'm seeing my wife off to work. Yeah. So that's an 8-hour sleep, right? But the problem is this: I'm more used to sleeping at 3 and waking up at 11 a.m. That 8 hours, rather than maybe sometimes sleeping at 3, sometimes sleeping at 5, and then waking up at 12 noon. Okay, I'm more used to that. Why? Because I'm not used to trading the US market from Asia or from Europe. So I get to sleep all the way up to 11 a.m., 12 noon, and that has been my life for decades, okay? But here, the US market opens regular hours for me, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., right? So now I'm forced to wake up early. That's the problem. Same 8 hours, but whenever I lie in bed at 10 p.m., I literally just lie there wide awake, like trying to force myself to sleep, you know. And then finally, after I thought I slept quite a lot, and then I opened my eyes, I look at the clock, it's merely been 1 hour. Oh my god, you know, that kind of thing. And then I wake up every morning like feeling half dead, like still half dead. Right now, still half dead. Yeah. So I don't know. I think this gonna take quite a few months for me to eventually adjust to this new timing in like the sleep cycle. I mean, decades of sleep cycle is not easy to change. Like, it's been only 1 month and I'm not quite used to it yet. You guys may be wondering, but this is not your first rodeo here in New York, you know, this is not your first time living in New York. Why is it like right now 왜 이번 달아 이렇게 힘들어? Why only this time it feels so that like timing is such a big deal? Why? You know why? Let me tell you guys why. Because I'm live streaming. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's because of this. I'm gonna tell you it's because of the live streaming. Because if I don't have to live stream, I can wake up all the way at 8 or 8:30 a.m. and then I have 1 hour to prepare for the market. Okay, so that is actually a lot better. And you know, previously when I used to live here in New York for a few months, half a year kind of thing, that was how I did it. I wake up at 8:30, sometimes 9. Okay, I'm still in time for work. Okay, and it was a lot better because waking up at 8 is a whole world difference between there's a whole world difference between waking up at 8 and waking up at 6. Okay. Yeah. So guys, you guys have to appreciate the fact, like doing this live stream right now takes actual commitment, actual dedication, actual iron grit of will to pull through this thing. Oh, Elijah, 좋은 아침. Elijah, 좋은 아침이에요. I think it's the time zone which is hard, which could be a hard way to adjust. Yeah. Very hard to adjust to the time zone actually. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, right now I really love the weather right now. Let's take a look at what's happening around. This is 20 degrees Celsius this morning. 20 degrees Celsius. And this is Paris Baguette here in my neighborhood. Actually about 10 minutes walk from my place. Actually, you guys may be wondering, a Paris Baguette, okay, Paris Baguette has nothing to do with Paris, nor France, nor baguette. It's a Korean cafe chain, okay? It's the cafe that I pretty much hang out in Seoul the most of the time back in Seoul. And this is the back part where you get, I stream from the front ones. This is the back where you get the car park. And see, this is how like most apartments here in New York looks like. It's actually very signature looking, red brick with the fire escape coming down. And you see this styling in a lot of Hollywood movies, right? That features anything about New York. You see this kind of housing. Actually this kind of housing is very prevalent everywhere, all over New York. It looks like this kind of red brick kind of thing. So in fact, it's so prevalent a kind of style that right now a lot of the new apartments they built in this style as well. So even though it may not be made of brick, but they paint the outside walls to look like this. It's a very signature. See the H Mart over there? That's a Korean supermarket. Of course, not only Koreans go to Korean supermarket, Chinese and pretty much every Asian and non-Asian people come to this H Mart as well. It's very, very popular H Mart. Hyundai Kagu, Hyundai Furnitures or Union Furnitures. So you see, this whole place is like Korea. You look at that. Hanarum. Everything is in Hangul. Everything is in Korean language. You can get by in this area without knowing any in English. And this is my humble coffee for the day. And if you just join me, welcome. If you wish to buy me my coffee of the day, you could do so by going to the comment section and hitting on the little S button. Alright. Very good morning to everyone. Actually, chit-chatting with you guys, give me a little bit of energy back actually. Elijah, even I shopped there before, H Mart. Oh, you shopped at H Mart before? Like H Mart in New York or H Mart in your area? Yeah, I know there's H Mart pretty much everywhere, all over America. In fact, there's H Mart pretty much everywhere all over the world as well. Where there is a Korean community, there's bound to be a H Mart. Yeah, sometimes it's Kmart, sometimes it's called Kmart, sometimes H Mart, sometimes Kmart. They're both different chains, but they're both the same thing, Korean supermarkets. You having a coffee, Elijah? ZXL, hello ZXL, welcome to my live stream. Where are you watching from? I haven't seen your name before. Welcome, Elijah. I brought stuff from there online. Oh, there's no H Mart where I live, which is so sad. Oh, wow, and you bought stuff online. Wow, interesting. But I gotta say, H Mart, right? They sell the most authentic kimchi that I've ever eaten outside of Korea. The kimchi here is so authentic. It's so, like me and my wife, we used to make kimchi at home, okay? Because we want the authentic taste. But ever since we discovered the kimchi here, right, in H Mart, we pretty much stopped making our own kimchi because the kimchi is so authentic. There's no reason to make your own kimchi anymore. Very authentic kimchi. So guys, if you guys want the real taste of Korean kimchi, right? What does kimchi taste in Korea itself? I'm warning you guys that the authentic taste is not for everyone. I know most Americans, they like kimchi, the Americanized, American style kimchi, which to me is just pickled cabbage. It's not kimchi, it's pickled cabbage, right? Real kimchi has a funky smell which a lot of Westerners won't like. And Japanese, do you guys know that Japanese hate the smell of kimchi so much that I'm gonna tell you the truth, no. A lot of my Japanese friends, right? They will say very demeaning things like, the moment I step off the plane in Korea, I smell that funky smell and I feel like dying. Yeah, that's what a lot of my Japanese friends say. Very demeaning, actually. Elijah, yeah. That's what I wanted to try when I saw it online. Oh, the kimchi. Oh, but they only deliver to New York. Oh. I don't know, but the kimchi they sell in H Mart, right? It's so fermented. I mean, I half suspect you can make a bomb out of that packet, So I doubt they will ship outside of state, really, because it looks like something you can make a bomb out of. It's so fermented. The gas is so gaseous, and it's just so acidic, full of gas. It feels like something you could just make a bomb out of, to be honest. Have you guys ever heard about the kimchi bomb? I bet it can be done, because a well-fermented kimchi, right, is acidic, is volatile, it's very gaseous. I bet something can be made out of that thing. Elijah, I'm used to fermented food by now, but I'm still on the fence on natto. Oh, why? Natto, to me, natto is so much more tame compared to kimchi, in terms of the taste and in terms of the smell. I mean, real kimchi smells a hell lot stronger than natto. That's why Japanese can't stand kimchi, because the smell of kimchi is way fermented than natto. But I love natto. When I was living in Osaka, almost every other day, my favorite meal is just simply rice, natto, put the natto in rice, mix, and just eat. It's nice. I like it. Elijah. Yeah, because like kombucha, kimchi keeps fermenting, which makes it like a bomb. Yo. Kimchi keeps fermenting. Like for years, like if you ferment a kimchi for like 1 year, right, you get something like, wow, you get something so strong, you can't just eat like this, You get something so strong, you can only make jjigae, use it for jjigae. You eat like this, like your mouth will explode, kind of thing. Oh, this is a nice temperature, 20 degrees Celsius. Welcome to Limpeh Asylum. I'm wearing like I'm mentally ill. Yeah, the madhouse. Welcome to the madhouse, everybody. In case if this is the first time you guys join my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. New York time, I grab a coffee, show you guys something about my neighborhood here in New York, and talk about life, talk about what I'm going through, talk about what I'm doing. I don't know, like you may be wondering, so what's so interesting about your life, I don't know what's so interesting about my life, but people seem to love listening to stories of my life, so welcome, right? Elijah, we're heading to autumn then. Yeah. This is the autumn, the autumn thing has already started. Like a few days ago, I detected the tinge in the air. When you detect that tinge in the air, autumn has started. And in fact, according to Korean calendar, it's already past the start of autumn. According to Korean calendar, the start of autumn was like last week. Autumn start was last week. Wow, like something I find very interesting is this, like I did 175 episodes of this live stream in Istanbul, right? And like I'm getting consistently twice the number of viewers for my live stream here in New York versus my live stream in Istanbul. Very interesting. Why do you guys think is the case? Why am I getting like twice the number of views here in New York versus in Istanbul? I thought Istanbul is a way more interesting location to understand about, I did spend almost two very good years there in Istanbul. I'm so surprised to see that I'm consistently getting like twice the number of views. Like each of my live streams in Istanbul gets about 100 views only, but my live stream here in New York gets average about 300 views. So about 3 times actually. Well, a lot of sparrows here. Look at this sparrow. Wow, the sparrows here, right? They will line this fence, waiting for bread and stuff, and they are not afraid of human at all. Sometimes I'm quite afraid of these sparrows because they look kind of dirty. I don't want them flying by and then depositing their stuff in the air, and then that triggers all my allergies. Oh. Yeah. You know, my friends in Istanbul, they say, you know, you're the most allergic prone person that I've ever seen in my life. You're allergic to every damn thing. You're allergic to the sunlight. You're allergic to waking up in the morning. You get morning flu. Yeah, morning flu is a form of allergy, by the way. You're allergic to cats. You're allergic to seafood. You're allergic to every damn thing, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I am the most allergic person I have ever met in the world. I'm pretty much allergic to life on earth, okay? Elijah, when I first felt that summer was coming, it was in the middle of some random night in between Feb and March. Actually, yeah, actually summer isn't that long in I would say properly 4-season countries. Yeah. Summer is not that long. It's a couple of months. Elijah, it is way more interesting. I was recently watching a YouTube live streamer in Turkey. Oh, I really like what you just said, Elijah. You used the name Turkey. Yes, guys, in case you don't know, there's no such thing as the country of Turkey anymore. Okay, since about 3 to 4 months ago, okay, the president of that country, Erdogan, has officially changed the name of that country from Turkey to Turkey. Okay, so which in English language, the closest way to pronounce that name should be Turkey. So there's no more such thing as Turkey, but my friends, Turkey. And I'm very glad Elijah here is using the right word, Turkey. You're watching a live streamer in Turkey. Nice, nice. Merhaba. Nasılsınız? Yeah, almost 2 years in Turkey. I can speak some Turkish language. In fact, you know, like, it's some fun fact, you know. Don't ever assume you can get by with English in Turkey if you should go to Turkey or Istanbul. Unless you're there with a tour group or you're strictly visiting only tourist sites, you will not get by with just English. People there do not speak a lot of English, not even the young people. Oh. I mean, the very young people, like the teenagers, they speak very good English because the focus on the English language education is very strong right now. But anything like above teenagers, mostly, like even people in the 20s, mostly they don't speak any English or they speak very simple English. Oh. Elijah, they're in Istanbul too. Oh, nice. Elijah, I bet I would want to speak the language there. But you know, like, wherever, you know, I speak a lot of languages. Everybody go like, wow, you're so talented. Wow, you know, Limpeh, you can speak so many languages. You're so clever. It's not about me being talented or clever. I'm telling you guys, why and how I speak that many languages is because I lived in that many countries. And if you live in a country and you don't speak the language, it's very hard. It's just so hard. You need to speak the language of the country to get by if you live in the country for a few years. It's so hard to never understand what's going on around you for years. If you're living in a country for years, it's very hard to just not know what's going on around you for years. And so pretty much I'm forced by life to learn all the languages. It's not because I'm clever or whatever. No, I don't even like learning, you know. Okay, no, I actually like learning. But anyways, I don't have that kind of weird fetish of learning a lot of language. You know, some people do, you know. Some people do. Some people, they want to be polyglot so much they learn like 20 languages but never even haven't been to any of those countries, you know. I never understood this kind of people because you're wasting your time. Language is just a tool. You speak like 10 million languages, so what? If you don't actually use it productively in a productive manner, what's the point? You know, I don't like to learn languages. I'm telling you guys, I speak a lot of languages not because I love to learn languages. No. I don't like to learn languages at all. I am forced by life to learn languages. Yeah. I speak a lot of languages because I did live in a lot of countries. That's the only reason why and how I speak so many languages. Elijah, the environment forces you to speak the language. I lived in a Hispanic community where barely any English was spoken. It requires you to learn some Spanish. Yep. I prefer full immersion plus productivity. Yep. You know, I used to speak quite decent Spanish, you know, when I was living in Madrid. Yeah, I spent time in Madrid as well. Let's take a look at what this place is about. This is Paris Baguette here in Flushing, New York. Oh, guys, let me give you guys an update of what I've been up to the past few days. Look at the way I walk. Look at the way I walk right now with my butt sticking out like an old lady. Man, I walk like an old lady right now. You know why? You won't believe it. You know, I spent my entire weekend all the way up to yesterday pretty much bedridden, in bed, bedridden. Yeah. Or you know, if you've been following me on my Instagram, you realize that last weekend I posted almost nothing. You know why? I was in bed all weekend. Why? I sprained my lower back. So right now I still walk weird, no? Even though right now I can walk, I couldn't run, I can walk, but I walk with my butt sticking out like an old dude, you know? Like an 80 years old dude, no, right now. Now, how did I sprain my back? Can you guys guess? How I sprained my back? Guess. It's 真的矛盾安的. Guess how I sprained my back. That put me in bed for four days. Like even yesterday, I was like half the time I was in bed because I couldn't sit for very long. Like today is still bad actually. Elijah, cool. Did you ice it? No, I don't care. Sammy Leo, do you go for treatment? No treatment. Usually, you know, the thing is, do you lift something heavy? No, I didn't lift anything heavy. But you know, one thing about me is this, I never seek treatment for anything. I believe in my body's ability to recover from anything, and it does. It recovers from anything and everything so far. I never had to seek treatment, so I never seek treatment. I just sleep a lot. Whenever I'm sick, I sleep a lot. When I'm injured, I sleep a lot. Sometimes, you know, when I'm super injured, there was one time I was involved in a motorcycle crash. Yes, about 25 years ago, I was involved in a motorcycle crash, bleeding all over and stuff. I cleaned myself up. You know what I did? I didn't go to the hospital. I slept for about 3 days. I woke up and then I feel fine again. Yeah. I just sleep a lot. But no, I did not have to lift something heavy to sprain my back. Okay. Now, if I tell you how I sprained my back, 바로 나이 진짜 나이 든 것 바로 나오거든요. 진짜. If I tell you how I sprained my lower back, immediately you can tell how old I am, you know. If I tell you how I sprained my back, right, immediately you will know that I belong to a certain age bracket. And no, I didn't have to lift anything heavy to sprain my back. It's just crazy. I'll take one more guess before I review the answer. Elijah, do you fall? No, I didn't have to fall to sprain my back. You see, everyone behind me are all Asians. In fact, they are all Koreans. This is the Koreatown part of Flushing, New York. I live in Koreatown, by the way. Yukai, will you bend down to pick something up? Nope. Elijah, maybe even stretching? Nope. Okay. I'll review the answer how I sprained my back. It sprained so bad that I was bedridden for 2 full days and then half bedridden for another 2 days. Okay, and today I still walk with my butt sticking out like this. How I sprained my back. It's so ridiculous. You guys know I paint miniatures, right? I paint Warhammer miniatures. You know that the Superman guy, Henry Cavill, he paint Warhammer miniatures. This is the hobby of high performance individuals, my friends. Okay, so if you have been following me on my Instagram, you know that I paint Warhammer miniatures. And in fact, I play them as well, right? So, I paint. And I was sitting there in a rather awkward position, painting the miniature for about 2 hours. After I painted the miniature for 2 hours, I put it down. The moment I stood up, I sprained my back. Just like that. Just like that. Just sitting down for 2 hours and standing up, I sprained my back. And I sprained my back not slightly. I sprained my back so hard that I was bedridden for 2 days. Oh, I couldn't stand. Couldn't walk for 2 days. Samuel, isn't it painful and can still sleep? Yeah, it's painful. Yeah. But you know, the thing about me, like having been through 7 years in the military, is this. You know, I quite immune to pain already. I don't mind pain. I can sleep even with my, like, you know, sometimes I get gum infections, right? Have you guys ever had gum infections? It's super painful, and then half your face is swollen. I sleep. I just sleep. Like pain is something that I'm so accustomed to that pain doesn't bother me at all. Like, in fact, sometimes I think pain reminds me that my physical body is still alive. Yeah. I don't try to get rid of pain at all. Like my wife, she was like trying to like rub CBD and stuff like that for me, you know. And she kept telling me to rub CBD, but you know, like I don't really bother. Because why? Because the pain don't bother me. It's painful, yes, but pain doesn't bother me at all. I embrace pain. I embrace the suck. Yeah. Elijah, yeah, that could do it. Yeah. May have to take breaks in between the painting of statues. They are not statues. They are miniatures. There's a difference. But yeah, I don't know. I was very engrossed because I was working some details and stuff, and I didn't know it has been 2 hours now. It's just, and then boom, wow, time flies so quickly. But actually, I painted for hours before. Like, you know, like if you have been following me on my Instagram in Istanbul, you see that I paint stuff overnight. Sometimes I paint all through the night, you know, because I really want to go and finish a piece. I paint through the night, and nothing will happen. Nothing. It's very random. It's not a fixed pattern. It's not something like, okay, if I sit down for 2 hours, I stand up, I sprain my back. No. It's not a fixed pattern. I've sat down for hours, stood up, and nothing happens. I painted in bad position, stood up, and nothing happens. Yeah, it's very random. Elijah, thanks for the correction. Nah, it's not that much of a correction. I'm just pulling you. But the thing is, there's a difference. And I mean, some miniature painters, they're particular. You know, you don't call that stuff they paint statues. You got to call it the correct thing. The miniatures. It's actually a thing. It's a thing. Miniatures is a thing. Yeah. So even yesterday, I was like half the time I was in bed. So like over the past few days, you guys didn't see me like hang out with my card game friends either, right? Well, I couldn't. I spent all my time over the past 4 days in bed. In bed and at home. Yeah. And then of course just one time me and my wife went for a little marathon. That's it. Yeah. The way I sprain my back immediately betrays my age. At least my age bracket. It's not something like if you're in your 20s or in your 30s, right? You get no. When you're in your 20s, 30s, you don't sprain your back that way. Technically, I did carry something heavy. I carry my own weight heavy. Yeah, actually, right now I'm getting more and more like you guys may be wondering, so what's the update for me about the securities situation? Am I all still freaked out? You know, am I still carrying a self-defense tool and all freaked out every day? Actually, I'm not that freaked out anymore. I'm getting, why? Not because I'm used to it, not because I'm getting used to the situation here in New York. No, because I did something about it. I started research and I started to map out where all, every day I'll look at the news and, news from different sources on the edge. And then I'll compile where all these crimes are happening. And then I got a really good map about the danger areas in Queens and as well as other parts of New York. So right now I'm and then by talking to people, I talk to a lot of people. Like you guys may be surprised. When I go to Paris Baguette, I go anywhere for coffee. Yeah, I sit down alone. I see someone, one or two guys, I'll go over and I'll just talk. Like yesterday too. Yesterday, I see people, I just talk, and then I'll ask them about the situation, about how is it safe or not safe, what they have been doing to stay safe. And I got a very good idea right now that where are the very safe parts, where are the not safe parts, what are the safe timings and what are not safe timings. So right now, I just stick to the safe areas in the safe hours. Honestly, I feel very safe right now. Yeah. So I'm not as freaked out as I used to. But the subway still freaks me out because a lot of bad things still happens on the subway. So, well, I don't take the subway much, so I don't really care much. Elijah, hopefully you can get back into TCG with your friends after recovery. Yeah. I really miss playing. Oh, May, good morning, May. New haircut. Yep. Actually, it's not a new haircut. It's the same old haircut. Actually, just trim my hair. It's the same old haircut. It's gonna grow out the same way. And yeah, guys, welcome to a very cold, very chilly morning here in New York. 20 degrees Celsius, autumn morning here. Very nice, comfortable weather for a nice hot coffee. Yeah, hot coffee now in the morning. And welcome. In case you're new to my live stream, wondering what the hell is this live stream about? Is this Asian dude sitting here with a coffee in some random location just talking about whatever the hell? It's not interesting. I don't know what the hell he's trying to talk about. Yeah, this is a live stream where every Tuesday, Wednesday, today is Wednesday, and Thursday morning, 7 to 8 a.m. New York time, I grab a coffee in show you guys around my neighborhood here in New York. Yes, I'm streaming from New York now. This stream started in Istanbul and now in New York. I talk about my life and my real life and real experiences here in the places here in New York. Basically, I tell my real life and experience of wherever I live in, so that you guys, so that people who didn't have the chance to experience life in these places that I've lived in can know firsthand what it's like. And I tell you guys how it is as it is. If it's bad, I'd say it's bad. I'm not paid by any governments to make any country or cities look good. I'm telling you guys my real life, and I think that's what a lot of people come to my live stream for. So yeah, welcome. Oh, see, this is what I'm afraid of most here in Paris Baguette. You see, these sparrows, when they come in groups like this, it's actually very scary. They're all waiting for your bread, by the way. Like, people leave behind a lot of, sometimes, yeah, not always, but sometimes they leave behind. Here in Paris Baguette, yes, they leave behind. You see, look at the sparrows. It's actually very scary. It's very scary when they start to crowd in groups like this, waiting for your bread. They'll snatch it from your hand if they have to. It's very scary. These are gangster birds, man. Gangster sparrow, gangster. Very, 진짜 깡패 sparrow. Very scary. This sparrows may look small and cute, but when in groups, they're actually very scary. Elijah, there's a TCG that I want to get into. Oh, Shadowverse. Yeah, I know Shadowverse. It's played on console. It's quite fun. Yeah. Actually, I don't like to play TCG on computer. To me, TCG is a social game. You have to sit down with actual people, feel the card in your hand, curse at each other right in their face. I think that's the beauty of TCG. I don't see the point of playing TCG on a computer game, to be honest. Elijah, it's the New York pigeons that you have to be careful of. Yeah, actually, in my experience, yeah, the sparrows are more gangster than the pigeons here. Yeah, the sparrows beat the pigeons here any day. They drive the pigeons away because of the kind of group. The pigeons don't outgroup these guys. These guys are very, very strong. Like, I've observed, like sometimes 2 or 3 pigeons come, and then like 6 of these will come and then chase the pigeons away. Those birds are fearless. They're angry birds, man. These sparrows are the angry birds, you know. Elijah, I wish Tepen was a real TCG. Oh. Hey, hello. You know, if I do this on public media these days, they'll cancel me and say I'm neo-Nazi and all that stuff. You know, these days people are so sensitive about everything like this. No, Elijah, it's a mobile TCG that I would love to play as that actual card game. Elijah, Angry Birds. Yeah, the sparrows here in New York are what the Angry Birds are based on. I bet you, really. They're angry, they're nasty. They don't even look cute. They actually look very very berserker. Look at that. They look very Viking berserker. You know, the hair is like standing all over. They look like Viking berserkers. So in case you guys are wondering what this place is about, let's take a look. This is Paris Baguette here. Oh man, I'm still not walking straight. Let's see. Let me show you guys how I'm walking. Yeah, my back is still bad. I can't sit for a very long time. Let's take a look at what Paris Baguette is like inside. Yeah, this is the inside of the Paris Baguette here. Yes, Paris Baguette has nothing to do with Paris, nothing to do with France. It's 100% Korean joint. There's a lot of Paris Baguettes all over the streets of Seoul. And here, every day, pretty much a lot of Koreans like gather here, chit chat and everything. I may want to organize a language exchange here as well. Let's see how. I actually wanted to do it in Old Bagels as well. Let's see how. I'll organize an English, Korean, and Mandarin language exchange in this area. Because honestly, in this area, Korean language, English language, and Mandarin is so important. These three languages, so important. So I really want to organize a trilingual language exchange in this area. Oh, let's take a look at the outside. Yeah. Paris Baguette. Hyundai Kagu. Yeah, this is the kind of area I live in. Very, very Korean area. Everybody on the street pretty much Asian. Doesn't feel like living in America. You may be wondering, so what's the point, going to America and living in a place like this? Well, see, the thing is this, Well, I want to get a seat away from the sun. That seat has the sun right in my eyes. Oh, this seat looks better. Oh, I really like that house. This house looks good. Looks like you get some very interesting designs here. Oh, and of course, the big trucks. The trucks here, the trailers here in America never fails to intrigue me. The trailers are so damn huge. I want to use the F word, but some people complain about my overuse and misuse of the F word. Okay, Elijah. Maybe Limbo can massage your back. Nah, I don't do massages and stuff like that. The thing is, like I said, I'm not afraid of pain. I embrace the suck. 7 years in the military, I embrace the suck. I'm not afraid of pain. I embrace pain. I pretty much never try to make pain go away. If it's there, it's there. I'll live with it until it goes away, and it always goes away. Oh, here it comes again. Look at that. Look at that. This gangster birds. Look at it. This angry birds. Man, this gangster angry birds, right? Sometimes they just fly so close to your face, that like sometimes I'm afraid like their beaks will scratch my face. That's how close they just zip past your face. Elijah, yes, I want to get into learning Mandarin. Yeah, Mandarin is a useful language. To me, right? When it comes to language, I don't care about like if a language is interesting or not. To me, my only criteria for learning any language is whether or not it's useful. Elijah, I figured that you were in the back. Oh yeah, I was in the back. The back is better because the sun comes up from this side. So actually, I like the back better actually. But of course, you know, the background here looks better background for live streaming. So Elijah, what? Maybe they want to drink some of your coffee. Yeah, I don't even have any bread. You know, like, here it comes again. Here it comes again. Look at that, two of them, two Mari, just waiting for something to happen. And look at that, so ugly looking, so flustered, so dirty looking, so like grizzly berserkers. Oh, here comes the pigeons. See, the pigeons don't try to f around with the sparrows. The sparrows here are very gangster. So yeah, guys, that's been the update of my life over the past almost 1 week that I've been missing. Yeah, the last time I streamed was last Thursday. Yeah, so almost 1 week. What happened? Yeah, that's the update. My another gang is here. This is another gang. This one looks slightly different from just now the other gang. This gang is more brownish looking. Oh, it's coming all the way here. My goodness. This gang is a gang of 3 here. Sparrows, very scary. You know what's the next scary thing here in New York? Raccoons. Well, you know, like I actually went out at night to take videos of raccoons, you know, and then I found one raccoon hole where there's a whole family of them. So I was filming, you know, and then one of them starts sneaking out of me and then running towards me. I was like, wow! I just turned off the camera and ran, man. It's so funny. You can still see it. I posted it as a short video on my channel. Go check it out where I got chased by raccoons. I should have kept the camera on for longer time. That'd be a lot funnier. I turned it off and ran. I should have ran and not turned it off at all. Elijah, if I recall correctly, the sparrows with a black spot on their chest are the males and the ones without are females. Really? Well, man, you know, I really love this dumpster trucks. Even the big dumpster trucks, they're so huge and so colorful and so brightly lit. I mean, you do not see dumpster trucks like this anywhere else in the world. This dumpster truck looks like a transformer, man. Looks like it's gonna transform into a badass robot. Look at the exhaust. The exhaust is badass. Man, you only see dumpster trucks like this in America. Okay, this is very signature America. See how tall the truck is and so beautifully painted. The painting is nice. The exhaust looks badass as hell. The horn looks huge and badass as hell. Man, you know, I don't see dumpster trucks look this badass anywhere else in the world. I really like the trailer trucks and dumpster trucks here in America is so interesting. Elijah, I've only seen the white dumpster trucks here, never seen this company. Oh, you know the white smaller dumpster truck, yeah, the small ones. Actually, the small ones are practical because you can go into the alleyways, but this guy will not fit the alleyways. Oh my, here it comes again. Okay, here it goes again, the sparrow. The sparrow was all the way up on my table. In case you guys joining me for the first time, welcome. Yeah, this is a live stream. We're here in New York. Yes, I live in Flushing, Queens of New York. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 8 a.m. New York time, I grab a coffee and then just share with you guys updates about my life, what New York is about, how I'm adjusting to life here. I've been here for only 4 weeks so far, so I went through a lot. I went through a lot of incredible things, you know. For just 4 weeks, I've been through too much. So in case you guys are wondering, you know, oh, what's this big deal? You know, what I've been through in just 4 weeks? Well, check out my past 3 live streams. Man, I was in a state of distress over the past 3 weeks. because of all the crime. Yes, crime that I personally been through. Yes, I personally been through, not something I read on the news. I've been through too much for just 1 month, man. It's not even 1 month, just 4 weeks. So check out all my past live streams if you are curious what I've been through. Now I'm wondering how this guy's gonna get out of this situation. Now he's wondering how he's gonna get out of this situation. This is New York, my friends, where parking gets tricky like this. Oh. Okay, so Elijah, are you guys planning to move soon? No, not at all. We're not planning to move. This is a safe neighborhood. In fact, this is probably one of the safest neighborhoods in the whole of New York. So I don't see myself moving from this neighborhood unless we want to move out of New York. Like we actually considered moving to New Jersey at some point, because certain neighborhoods like Fort Lee in New Jersey, it actually works a lot better, and it's actually a lot closer to Manhattan than here. But that we might do that in the future. But for now, this neighborhood is good, and this neighborhood has everything we love. It's very Korean. All right, you might be wondering, so why do you go to America just to live in Korea? Well, there's a difference, between if you're in a country just for a short time, you experience the country, or you're there to stay. If I'm going to a country for just a couple of years, or maybe even upwards of 5 years, I know I'm not there forever. I always live in the deep neighborhoods of the country. I always live amongst the locals to experience what real life is like in the country, But when it comes to making a home in a country, but you want to make it, you really want to live in a place where it's as familiar to yourself as possible in terms of food, surroundings and stuff. And pretty much this area is like Korea. It's very comfortable. For me and my wife, we're very comfortable here. We get the food that we are familiar with. We get everywhere, we hear familiar language and stuff. It's very familiar. It's nice. Radiance Flux. Hope you're feeling less stressed now. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Thanks a lot. And like I said, I feel a lot safer and better right now because this is a week 4 here in New York, and I pretty much plotted out and figured out where all the dangerous places and dangerous neighborhoods are, and the dangerous times. And I talk to people, they tell me where to avoid, which streets are not good to be on. And right now, my wife and I, we just adjust our life in a way that we don't alight in the bad areas, we don't walk through the bad areas. And right now, just sticking to the safest area, actually we feel very safe. Like this is by far still one of the safest neighborhoods here in New York ever, So you just stick to this Flushing area, you're fine. Yeah. I don't feel as threatened anymore because right now I have the intelligence to know where the dangerous places are, actively avoid dangerous places and dangerous times, so it's fine. I'm feeling a lot better right now. Right now, I'm not feeling stressed. Right now, I'm feeling painful. Yeah, you guys wondering why am I in pain? No, rewatch this live stream. I show you guys how bad my back is. How bad my back is. I sprained my back. Was bedridden for 2 days. Half bedridden for 4 days. Yeah. Elijah, I'm familiar with a melting pot of foods. However, the area that I'm most comfortable in would be next to the ocean. It's a bonus if there's a live indie rock music. Oh, you're talking about a lot of places that I've been to. Thailand, Maui. A lot of places are like that. Just go. I bet there's a lot of places like that in America as well. Hawaii. Who the Hawaii? Rock music all day, all night by the beach. Even though these days, heavy metal is making a comeback. Man, you know, I got to share about this heavy metal thing. Heavy metal is really coming back big time because of Stranger Things, right? And back in the 80s, yes, I'm that old. I lived through the 80s, okay? Back in the 80s, my friends, they listen to heavy metal. I don't. Back then, in the 80s, when heavy metal first came out, right? It felt heaviest. Actual, it's very heavy. It's not something decent folks listen to. Back then, it was like that. It was heavy. Okay, so it was very niche. I wasn't a fan of heavy metal back then at all. Back then in the 80s, I loved soft rock, like Guns N' Roses. My favorite song of all time continues to be November Rain. It's the best instrumental that I still try to master that part. Yeah, that part. So, but anyways, back then, right, heavy metal was heavy as, but interestingly, fast forward 20 years later today, when we listen to heavy metal, Metallica, Masters of Puppets, Enter Sandman, it doesn't sound that heavy anymore in this new age. It's like movie. Back then, movies like a little bit of violence felt extremely violent, and then they have to rate that they have to R-rate that movie. But that kind of so-called violence right now is in every single movie, and it doesn't feel like violence anymore. Yes. Like people's head get chopped off. Man, back then in the 80s, when you have a movie where someone's head get chopped off, that's like an R-rated horror movie, Right now, man, every other movie has someone's head get chopped off. Yeah. So right now, right, I think the tolerance has increased so much that right now, actually, heavy metal sounds very mainstream to me right now. Like when I listen to Metallica right now, it sounds very mainstream now. It doesn't sound heavy anymore. It sounds like something everyone can accept, Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. Tahel, nice haircut. Limpeh, good morning. Oh, good morning, Tahel. Oh, welcome back. Wow, been a long time. And yeah. Cut my hair. Wow, you guys noticed my haircut, yeah? Elijah, that's good. That's good that you're feeling less stressed as far as the pain goes. Lol. Yukai. Greek gods live on Mount Olympus, not on the Aegean coast. Moses saw his Lord not on the Nile, but on Mount Sinai. Revelation came to Muhammad on Mount Hira, monasteries built on mountaintop. My great uncle left LA last month after 13 years to live as a digital nomad. Yep. And because LA is not safe anymore. LA, man, don't get me started on LA, man. But of course, like I said, I've never been to LA, but I hear a lot of stories. People can steal from store without getting prosecuted. It's the same thing here, man. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here in New York. Winger, Tears for Fears, Nelson. Right. I listen to Power Rock. Sammy Liu. Do you have a pet dog in New York? No, I don't have a pet dog in New York. I'll get a pet dog when I get my own home. When I get my own house, I'll get a dog. But until then, I don't see myself getting a dog. Yeah. It's actually like quite a hassle to lug around another living thing when you're not so settled yet. So I really want to get settled. And right now I have a new favorite dog breed. Guess. If I were to get a dog right now, it will be this dog. Guess what dog that is? If I'm gonna get a dog today, okay, if I have my own house today, I like I say, I will get a dog only when I have my own house. But if I have my own house today, and I'm gonna if I get a dog, it will be this breed. What breed that is this? Guess. Pomeranian? Nope. I had a Pomeranian when I was very young though. Very, very young. Shih Tzu? Nope. Husky? Nope. I doubt anyone will get this right. If you can get this right, I'll send you a gift. It's just so impossible to get this right. It's so impossible. I bet nobody can get. Okay, I'm gonna put out, like I'm gonna say up front. If any of you get this right, I'll send you guys something worth at least $1,000. Really, if you can get this right. Shih Tzu, Pit Bull, nope, 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 nope. Any more guess for $1,000 worth of gift? American Staffordshire Terrier. Nope, 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 nope. Staffordshire Terrier. That's actually quite exotic. Great Pyrenees. Nope, 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 nope. Pulley. Nope, 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 nope. You guys got 2 more guess. 2 more guess. Two more guess. I fell in love with this breed, right, just a few days ago when I ran into, someone was walking that dog. I was like, wow! I was like, it blew my mind, Said, damn! I've never seen anything cute like this. This is incredibly cute, Like my favorite dog breed before was Corgi. Corgi has been my lifelong favorite, okay. But after I saw this breed, I immediately have a change of heart, man. Immediately, I defected from Corgi to this dog after I saw it like just 3 nights ago. Chow Chow, nope. I had a Chow Chow when I was young. Oh, Elma, welcome. Hello. Yukai. Xiashi? Not Xiashi. Bernese Mountain Dog. Nope. Chihuahua. Nope. Definitely not Chihuahua. Man, so many Chihuahua. Chihuahua. No. How is Chihuahua cute, man? Chihuahua skinny and noisy. Like Chihuahua is like having a gremlin, gremlins. The movie Gremlin used to be a horror movie until it became a complete joke in today's. If you watch it today, it looks like a joke. Akita is nice, but no. Shiba Inu, yeah? No. Akita, Shiba Inu is pretty much the same thing, but no. Sharpei, no. Samoyed, no, it's too big. No. I'm gonna give you no more hint. I'm gonna give you guys straight, okay? I love Chihuahua babies, okay? I'm gonna give you guys the answer right now. Are you ready for answer? In fact, I bet, once I say the name, right, 90% of you will go to Google for it because you wouldn't have no idea what the hell it is, right? Miniature poodle, nope. It's kind of close though. Miniature poodle is close, but it's not it. It's close. It's actually really close. You almost got it. Bichon Frise? No. Miniature poodle is actually kind of close. Cane Terrier? No. Are you guys ready for the answer? Large poodle? No, of course not. Giant poodle? No, not any form. Okay, not anything like that. But it's close. You guys ready for the answer? Labradoodle. Nope, but close. Lochin. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna review answer right now in case someone guess it. I think some of you are edging towards it. So close right now, so close. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you guys the answer right now. Shipperdoodle. What the hell is a shipperdoodle? Some of you are scrambling to Google for this, right? Shipperdoodle. Old English sheepdog with poodle. Shipperdoodle. Basically, this is an old English sheepdog that doesn't get big. It's a mini old English sheepdog. Man, that's the cutest thing in the world. Like when I saw it, was like my mind blown. Wow, I love old English sheepdog, but my only gripe is that it's so big. It's too big. And his shit looks like my shit, right? Like when his shit, it looks like my shit. It's disgusting to clear. Like it's too big. But if there's a way of making like the old English sheepdog half its size, wouldn't it be the cutest thing in the world? And yes, Shipperdoodle. That's old English sheepdog in a compact box, my friends. Nothing gets cuter than that, man. If I get a dog You know, like before, all my life, my favorite dog is Welsh Corgi. That's my all-time favorite. But since 3 nights ago, when I saw that dog, okay, actually not 3 nights, last week, mind blown. I am never the same again. Shippadoodle. But you know, it's not easy to get a Shippadoodle that looks like that. Some Shippadoodle ends up looking more like a poodle than an old English dog. So I get it. Like, it's actually quite inhumane that in order to produce that one Shippadoodle that's actually an old English sheepdog small, they have to sacrifice a lot of their siblings that don't look like that. You know, I understand that. It's actually very inhuman. I do not encourage that. Okay, I do not want to encourage that actually. Elijah, it sounds like it's related to Shippy. Radiant. Looks cute on Google. I told you, right? I told you guys, like 90% of you will start to Google for it. And man, once you see it in real life, okay, you think it looks good on Google, man, wait till you see it in real life. The legs are so puffy, the paws are puffy as hell, and it's so, and it's numpit, his eyes is so like wandering and so innocent that, oh, it's just incredible. Radiant, their fur looks very soft. Yeah, and the fur has got this curl. It looks like a sheep, you know. Sammy Leo, do show us the dog when you get it. I don't think I'll get it anytime soon. But and also honestly, I wonder if I should get it at all. Like I say, you know, I think it's quite inhuman. I think the process of producing one such dog is potentially very inhuman. I have no evidence. I don't know how they come out with one really nice sellable Shippadoodle. But I assume from my sense of logic that it could potentially be very inhuman. So I don't know if I want to encourage that. Yeah. Elijah, the puffiness reminds me of a great Pyrenees puppy. Oh really? But anyways, that's the hour, guys. I can't do more than an hour because I really have to rush back home and get ready for work. And Radiant Flux, maybe your wife watches here and she surprises you with it. Oh no, we were together when we saw the dog, and then we agreed that, wow man, we have to get it like once we get our own house. Not right now. Right now, lugging around a living thing when you're not settled is not a wise choice. It's too much of a hassle. Yeah. So guys, see you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Right? Then once again, thanks Elijah, Alma, all my usual crew, Sammy Leo from Singapore, for joining. And have a great day ahead. See you guys tomorrow. Alma, why there are so many dogs breeders? Yeah. I don't know if I want to encourage that, really. I don't know if I want to be part of the problem. Actually, I like the I think pet dog is becoming a problem. It's very inhumane. No, I'm not sure if I want to be part of the problem. Elijah, you can get one from rescue. I don't think you can get a Shippadoodle, a proper Shippadoodle in a shelter. I guarantee you that it's too rare a dog to find in a shelter. Of course, I've not been to a shelter. I'm just assuming. Okay, again, it's just a stupid assumption. I should get out there and take a look. Yeah, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Annyeong.